Hey, hello everyone. Sriram here. Hope I'm audible. Let me see if everyone is good. Somebody can speak up, say hello. Let's see, I can hear you.
Hi Shriram, good evening.
Hey, Ramachandran,
Hey,
good.
Sriram.
All good, fantastic. Great evening, cold evening, raining evening in Bangalore. How is it in other places? Okay. Okay, nice to have you all. Fridays are so good, special, auspicious, fantastic day. And continuously raining in south part of India. And in Bangalore last two and a half days, I'm feeling pretty cold. There are people, at least in south part like Chennai, heavy rain. Anyone from here, Chennai, got stuck in rain? Oh man, I feel a little poor for the people. I'm not worried much about the people in the buildings. I'm worried about the people who live in the low-lying areas where they are living with very feeble infrastructure, right? They have a home which doesn't have a proper wall. Imagine how cold it's going to be, specifically when they have a kids, elderly people at home. It's a tough time. I'm sure a day later, weather should get better, sunshine should happen, all will be good. Hope makes life move forward. Thanks all for being here. Good evening and good morning for people around. And this is Fridays make me more active. In fact, it's a busy day from morning, and there was one project call got delayed, because of which I have to push this meeting 30 minutes. Thanks a lot for bearing that 30 minutes extra. Appreciate it. Again, I had to jump back to next meeting, post this call. Today, fun thing is till 12 a.m. I have project meeting. Wow. Amazing Friday, right? Some Fridays become like this. Okay, good. So benefit of all, I'm muting some of you so that kindly keep your mic mute. When situation comes, you can switch on. For now, everything is good. I'm putting a gallery view to see all your good looking face. Okay, Bharat is so much smiley there. Nita is here. Raghavendra, Anand, nice. Thakif is here. Sridhar. You know what? Weekly once, if I meet everyone, feels so nice. Do you feel that? Right? Out of the box, right? Not usual office calls, regular people, something people who want to achieve something great in life, they join somewhere. Okay, that's a forum here. Ramchandran, look like you are somewhere in Switzerland in snow fountain area. Is it so? You're on mute, man.
I'm feeling very cold. Okay, so from past 2 days.
Pretty cold, huh? Pretty cold,
Yeah.
right? Right. I think people in India, they can survive whatever the weather of warmness you have, hot or hottest, they can survive. But comes with the cold, people cannot. It gets so tough. Okay, right. Good. Good time to sleep. But unfortunately, this is the time I'm going to ask you to read and listen. So bad, right? Okay, let's take a topic today. Nita says, yeah. Okay, good. So I'll give the intention again. Fridays, I make these calls. The reason is one is subject. We have people happening with the different batches, hundreds and thousands. And I don't want to miss the connection with you. That's a primary reason of conducting these sessions. Also, this gives a trigger for you to utilize your weekend effectively. Yeah, Friday well started in the morning or the night, specifically in India. When you go back to the bed, you feel, okay, I have learned something. And that puts you to the track on Saturday, Sunday. There is something called self-accomplishment and dopamine. You remember dopamine? You get a good feel, okay, I have done something wonderful. That's very important, right? For that, don't skip any of your Friday evening office calls. Please participate and fill that timesheet where you have to fill 8. Same keyboard you have to keep pressing last 5 years. Please do that mandatorily on Friday evening, right? That's good. Let's get back. And thanks all for being in the cam. You can put your cam and mic off mode. Let's get in. Let me see anyone in the YouTube. All right, I have YouTube, bunch of people. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks for the people in the YouTube. You are also free to write your questions here. We will talk some topic today, right? So what I'll do is I'll bring up a screen and we'll talk. Arya says that's true. Get that routine set for reading for PMP. Very good. Nice. Nice. But still, Fridays are getting more busy for me with too many projects. So I'm trying to skew some time in between 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is a busy peak time. But again, no excuse. When you want to achieve something, you have to do something. That's important, right? We keep telling that if you want to be a person never been before, what do you have to do? You have to do something never done before. Keep doing, keep moving. Okay, what I'll do is I'll share the screen and I'll kickstart. Just confirm me. You are able to hear me and you can see my screen and you can even see my shared screen. If everything's good.
Yeah, all good, Sriram.
Good. My mouse is making some trouble. Okay, great. And today I have a bunch of people, not today, last 3-4 days, I have a bunch of people cleared PMP. Couple of them cleared Agile certification also. That's nice. It's so nice when I hear their voice, hey, Shriram, I cleared the exam. A lot of joy in their voice, happiness. And that's really a good factor. I too have some people here who cleared and they want to listen to classes. One thing I observed with ShriLearning is that people, even after clearing, they feel more enthused to read. People are not here only for a certificate. They want to change their life. They want to change their family life, not family life model. Not change the family should be same. And I know people want to achieve something big. That's what I'm seeing in the last few years. And of course, I started this just like that. Don't ask me how I started it, just like that. Okay, still now, I'm working in a company and I'm doing this as a hobby or a passion, right? And so it all works out. When I talk to more people and listen to more people, I understand that something is something is burning within them. I want to grow, I want to get better. Could be financial, health, or a happy life, right? So after coming to these classes, I'm seeing a lot of change with them, the character, attitude, all are happening really well. But for that, don't become a saint. That's a message here. Be what you are. That fun factor should be with you. Enjoy the life, right? At the same time, keep growing. I too do all the fun in the world. But when it comes to goal, yeah, it's a goal, clear. Okay, if in a day of 24 hours, if I can spend 8 hours, 9 hours towards a goal, I'm happy. But beyond the goal, if you go to drink liquor, too much of liquor, problem. You're going to watch movie, too much of movie is a problem. If you're going to do something personally, you like it, too much is also a problem. Stop somewhere, go back to the goal. Then only that part will be happy. If you do too much, you'll get, right, addiction. So you shouldn't go to addiction. So do that part, keep moving. Saying that, let me move a little more. Here. Oh yeah, I thought of chatting this point. And now what I want to bring out here is work hard, dream big. I like this statement. I thought of sharing with you. Many people tell work smart. Okay, these are dialogue really good, but yes, you have to put a hard work. Hard work is not by somebody forcing you. Hard work is with your intention. If you do with the intention, with the passion, it doesn't look like a hard work, then you call it a smart work. As I used to tell in the classes, they are some of the greatest sports people. How do you practice these many hours? They say that I'm not practicing, I'm enjoying. So for us, when you look in the pavilion and sit and watch them playing in the hot sun, football or cricket or tennis, you feel, oh my God, how hard? It's not hard. They like it. So why they like it? They have a big dream. How big it is? As big. So unfortunately, I'm talking for the people in India, somehow we are restricted not to dream bigger than what you are. We are restricted to dream within the schools where you read. You are restricted to within the college where you were. You are restricted to your home, your family. That's it. Not beyond that. They said don't wish too much. Okay. I don't know why, from where it came. Whereas if you go to a different culture in this world, they always dream big, achieve big. Many innovations started because of that reason. So what I'm telling here is start dreaming more. So what do you mean by dreaming more? Okay, a couple of lines for you. Dreaming big means having mental freedom. I like this word, mental freedom. Don't block yourself, right? Mental freedom to think about what you really want out of life and forget about all the reasons why you can't. Your brain can think it. If your mind can conceive and believe it, you can achieve it. That's pretty interesting word. Okay, that I want to stop. But again, I want to tell you that think bigger. It could be anything. It could be of a health. It could be of a friendship. Could be of earning money. It could be of traveling different part of the world. Could be of your personal happiness, right? Who has to stop you? It's you, man, your life, right? Trillions of cells join together and you become an object. I'm an object because of trillions of cells running on me. And this is very unique in nature. No one like me there. No one like you there, right? Nobody is there. So just live the life, live the momentum. So don't give up anything, right? Keep moving forward. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Right. Let's get in. So today I'm going to talk something about source selection criteria. It's a one small statement in procurement. But however it is, I want to touch base some topics. It'll be so nice. Let's discuss something which will trigger you some thought process. Of course, in 30-40 minutes, I cannot cover a whole, but I can give some hint about these factors which we can discuss. Quickly, I'll see a couple of messages in YouTube. Good afternoon, Sriram. Greetings from Germany. Great. I think Germany, daylight saving happened. Pretty cold season started. Hope you're having a good time. Ashwini is here. All right. Prasanna, being associated with ShriLearning is very positive. Fantastic. Great. Prasanna, I believe when you say positive energy. COVID season, if you say positive, people look, oh man, what's happening? Okay, getting back here. Let's talk something about the buyers and sellers. Now, let's talk something about people around us, right? Today topic is about vendors or something about contractings or somebody who's going to contribute in any project. I may have people with the project knowledge or not much knowledge into project here. Let's take a simple case. At your home, even now you had a dinner, are going to have your dinner, or you had your lunch, or you may be having a breakfast if you're in US. The food, what you're going to have, it's not by only you. Even though you prepared it, it's not only by you. It could be the combination of multiple people, system, organization involvement. I'm using the words people, system, organizations involved. Rice, wheat, or could be of a bread, could be of a butter, could be of a jam. Anything what you have on your table comes with a multiple combination. Without our knowledge, we are interacting with hundreds and thousands of vendors every single day. Do you all agree on that? Are we with a common agreement that without our knowledge in a day, we are contacting with hundreds and thousands of vendors directly or indirectly to consume the food? If you understand that, that could be the start point of understanding you cannot play everything individually. If you think I can do everything, it's the biggest mistake we do in our life. We need people around us. We need system around us. We need organizations around us, right? Everything is going to come there. Now, point here we are talking is about the project. When you do a project is what? Project could be a birthday party is a project. I used to give this example in the classes. I'm going for a movie with my friends. Good project. Celebration of Diwali with all my relatives in some part of the world. Biggest project. Sure, these are project. Yeah, it's a project. Anything with a start, with an end, clear goal, it's a project. But we don't give more importance to that because it's all happening naturally. You go for a birthday party, naturally it happens. A cake will be there, a musician will be there, a magician will be there, birthday kid will be there, cake cutting will happen. Cake cutting is a vendor, musician vendor, magician vendor, hotel arrangements are vendor, all are going to happen. But we don't take it very seriously because it's within your circle, which is in your control. But now we are working in a corporate. You are in a corporate, I'm in a corporate. When you say a corporate, it's all join hands together, we grow. Now, in a corporate, you are not a junior resource, you have grown up, senior lead, manager, senior manager. You come to the level where you started thinking a big picture. Sriram, what is big picture? Every organization has a strategy. Sriram, what is strategy, man? Strategy is moving towards a goal. Sriram, what is goal, man? Okay, you may have a goal. I want to construct a big home for my family. It's a goal. For this goal, you would have been working for last 3 years, or next 3 years you're going to work. You will plan, I want this, I want that, I want to do this. The kitchen should look like this. My balcony should be like this. For that, I need to call this architect person. I want to procure this kind of items. Multiple things you'll think. You will make a strategic move. By next 3 months, I want to do this. Next 6 months, I have to do this. So a strategy means something, a way, a path to achieve the goal. Very good. So now, Shriram, how that is connected here? I'm talking about procurement, vendor management. You being a project manager in a company, you may be a software engineer, software manager. You may be a construction manager, infrastructure manager, or any machinery, automobile, a doctor, lawyer, something you're doing. Now, point here is how much you are aware. To do a project, we need some help from people outside of my organization. That talks about vendor management. So how come people involved here, Shriram? Could be a person who will do portion of your project work, subcontracting. Could be we'll get some specialized skill from them, utilize in my project, possible. Could be some of the vendor can come to my premises, sit and do the work. See, there is a door in my home to be repaired. I will call a vendor, carpenter. He'll come to my home and repair it. I may even go for a vendor who sell me the door straight away. I'll buy and fix it. Multiple things are. Somebody, can I take my door to a vendor? They will fix and give me. So in a door itself, I can have these many things. How about a corporate? So big, right? So now question here is, okay, vendor is there, people are there. Now what are you going to do there? The question is, am I choosing the right person? Super good, right? So right person is the biggest question mark. You know, what's a big deal, man? A company is there. They're having people working in the company. They are registered in the government of India, government of US, government of Canada, government of China. They're registered. Why should I worry, Shyam? Just go there, pay the money, get it done. If you say like that, then you are in trouble. If that's the case, why each family choosing a specific grocery store to buy items for your kitchen? Whatever your mom buy in a store, my mom will not buy, because she has a different mindset. This is a store we will buy. It's good for my family. They don't mix. They're better. I have seen some people take the car, travel 8 kilometers to fill up their fuel tank. Anyone here like that? There'll be a fuel tank. I mean, there'll be a fuel station very close to their home, 500 meters or 1 kilometer. Still, they won't do it. They will travel 8 kilometers far away, go and fill, because the trust with that vendor pretty high. This guy will travel 16 kilometers. He'll travel just to fill up the oil and fuel there. The reason is you are attached with them. Now, Shriram, so like this in contract we'll do? No. That's where the situation comes in. It's not one person, you, Shriram, choosing everything. No. We are going to bring the competitive market. Shriram, what do you mean by competitive? I have to keep my business open and tell that, hey, this is what I want. Who all want to compete? 15 people come that, hey, I have the skill, I have the potential, I have the knowledge, I am the industry giant in this area. Let everybody compete, but I will choose them. I'm again using the word choose. Now, choosing is an art. Okay. So choosing is an art means, Shriram, what to do? Do I have to go by astrology? No astrology, right? Then what to do? Look at the face of the person, nice looking guy, okay, smart, well dressed. No. Then there is something called source selection criteria to be followed. So now next question somebody can ask me in this room. So Shriram, you mean that source means a vendor? Yes, it's a vendor. Selection criteria means some bullet points. Yes, you are right. Source means vendor. This is a bullet points. If somebody fill in these bullet points, somebody match this bullet points, we as a company may choose you. But now you can ask me the question. So you mean, Shriram, industry standard source selection criteria will be there? Can be there, but everyone is unique in nature, right? Even though there is an automobile company, they want to choose a vendor. Automobile will have a standard benchmark, but still this particular automobile company will follow 6 Sigma, 3 Sigma, or something specific for them. They want to go specific. As I said that multiple grocery stores are there. We are living in south part of India or north part of India. Food is almost same. Roti, dal is same. But we are specifically choosing this vendor, this grocery store. In this grocery store, only when this guy is there, we'll buy. Maybe his brother is there, we won't buy. Because that guy face look like this. Like a like an apple kept in a refrigerator for 15 days, somebody face will be like that. Because of that guy face, you won't buy. I've heard these stories, and maybe you would have heard in your store. Because of that guy, I won't go to the store, right? So multiple choices are there. But point here is, can we do like this in a company? You cannot. In a company, when you do a project, a systematic documentation needed. The moment I use a documentation, somebody can think here, Shriram, I'm from Agile, man. We are cool. Yo, guys, we don't think anything about document. If you're like that, I'm talking vendor management. This is above Agile and predictive nature. It's just above. Because any company need contractors, any company need people, any company needs system, any company need vendor. So what I'm talking here is just above all. Now you do the implementation below that, the contracting factors below that only you have a predictive, adaptive, all the stuff. Right? Okay, let's see what is first source selection criteria. A set of attributes, bullet points, designed by the buyer and seller. First, you have to understand who is buyer, who is seller. I'm giving example of my kitchen where you get the food and the groceries or ingredients. So I'm the buyer, the storekeeper is a seller. So I'm interested on something to buy. I'm going to buy there. Or I can put an order on Amazon, it come and deliver to me, right? So I'm the buyer, they are the seller. If I'm in a company X, ShriLearning is X company. ShriLearning need something for their company. Let's say we want to do some interior for the training room, we want to do a soundproof room. So ShriLearning is X, there's a buyer. Seller is an architect who will come in, show all the stuff of room creation for which we have to pay money. So there is a buyer-seller relationship in which buyer sets a source selection criteria. I am Shriram going to set myself source selection criteria. If somebody meet these points, we will choose. This is very simple, man. You have to set 10 bullet points. That's it, right? If you feel that, it's not that easy. Your source selection criteria, one bullet point can pull down one of the best vendor in the market. Because if you did this selection criteria in a very lethargic way, I'll put the point again. Imagine you're putting 10 bullet points. In this 10th point, something you're mentioning. And this point directly hit one of the company in the market, but they're a super good company. Because of one lethargic point, what you have, that company will be lost. You will ignore them. You may not know that they are good. You just ignore. Big loss. So these 10 points or 15 points, what you're going to do is very crucial, and it will be updated every time. When I say updated, chances are whenever you go for a new vendor bidding, you will update it. Hope you are with me. Let's go a little more. I'll talk some more factors. Good. All right. So some bullet points here. Right. Source selection criteria. What is this all about? I'm giving some examples here. Some bullet points. Just read these points. I believe it's visible. Don't see this girl. Read only the points. Okay. Look at here. Seller understanding of requirements better enough. Right. That's one of the criteria. Lowest overall total cost. Technical capabilities. I think this is a very interesting point. Technical capabilities of that particular person who is going to work with me. Logical capabilities, risk management abilities, what they have, management capabilities, financial capabilities. I may look last 3-4 years financial track record. How are you guys doing? Right. Government, political background, something, intellectual rights, what they have, proprietary rights, what they have, past performance. Look at here. Execution capabilities. Some of the bullet points here. So now I want these points. If somebody meet this bullet points, then I'll go for them. Now, how do I get this part? Let's go there. Source selection criteria is often included as part of the procurement document. When you prepare a procurement document as a buyer, Shriram want to do ShriLearning soundproof training room. I have to prepare a document. In this document, criteria should be there. Oh my God, power supply is bugging today. All right, let's see. It's better. Today, power supply is hitting very heavily in my area, maybe due to rain. Okay, coming back here. So now, source selection criteria is part of the procurement document ShriLearning has to prepare, and I should have all the details. And transparently, look at the word transparently. I can't hide the paper. Hey guys, I have something to choose, but I won't show you. Then how do the seller know that what you want? Seller has to furnish the details. I want a person to do the interior for my training room. They have to furnish me. Sriram, we are the greatest interior people in Bangalore, India. This is my financial transaction. This is my track record. This is my greatest performance of the last few years. This is my sample of way of working what I did. They have to show that. For that, I have to be very transparent what I'm looking into. Source selection criteria based on which the contract will be awarded. Look at this. Based on this only, contract will be awarded. Disclose so that the bidder know upfront what basis their bids will happen. So now question is bidding. I'm going to talk a few minutes about the bidding. Bidding is something about who will take this business, who will get into this business, right? Right. I have to mute some of you. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now coming back, who will take the business, right? I'm going to choose out of 10 people. I'm going to choose person A. A person B will question me why I have not been chosen. So when you have this selection criteria, it's like very simple. Okay, based on this, maybe I didn't qualify, or I should give you justification based on this, you didn't qualify. Now, point here is having this is a way of protecting our system. I don't want to make a haphazard decision. No bias here. Key point, no bias. How to come out of bias? Having some bullet points. Okay, let's see some more factors about source selection criteria. Oh yeah. Hey, Shriram, by mistake, you clicked some website, man. Can you please close it? If you say that, no, I purposefully made this. By the way, what is this? What do you see in the screen? This you all would have seen some years back, or some of you doing it right now. The biggest website which is earning huge money in India is these sites, right? Matrimonial websites. These guys earn money like anything. They improved a lot. The logic, what they follow, improved a lot. Okay, coming back to the logic. Now, matrimonial website is one of the best place to talk about source selection criteria. I know it looks slightly hard. Man, Shriram, what are you taking here? We're not doing vendor management. No vendor management, but when you want to choose a person, you keep a criteria. A person earning this much of money, a person belong to this particular group. Oh my God, some of you couldn't mute yourself. Tawfiq, I have to mute you. I have to pull out all the mics. Sorry, guys. Okay, good. Coming back. My power supply is playing a lot today. But coming back, I'm talking about this matrimonial websites. If you go, or if you're done some years back, Shriram, I never visited, man. College itself, I fell in love, got married, no chance of matrimony. Still, you can visit. Nobody stops you. Up to you. Okay, now, this matrimonial sites, what they do is you set the selection criteria. Somebody has to be, you talk about height, weight, color complexion, age, you talk about factors like you go for maybe the salary, country, you put a lot of stuff there, right? That source selection criteria, you filter it out. You filter it out and find out who will fit into this. Guys, my power supply is bugging to the core brain. Okay, so now this makes a criteria very clear that, hey, this is what we want. This is what we are looking into. Now, why this is important is you should know that when you choose a vendor, there is an opportunity for you to set up a clear bullet points so that your filtering system works well. That's why I want to put this point of source selection criteria. Let me show some more points for you. Okay, by the way, added to source selection criteria in the procurement document, something else also will be there. I thought of chatting up with you. Have you ever heard these terminologies? RFI, RFP, RFQ. Have you heard about it? Anyone here who says, oh yeah, I have seen this, Sriram, somewhere. I have seen this somewhere. You seen that, most of you? Very good. Very good. I can see some of you. Rajalakshmi says yes. Rajesh says yes. Reshmi, many people say yes. Okay, that's interesting. I'm seeing some people saying yes in Zoom. Anyone here from YouTube? Okay, very good. So now point here is these are the docs, but Shriram, I have not used it, man. I have seen this, but I didn't get an opportunity to use. If you feel that, don't feel bad. There are many documents. I'm picking up top rated documents here for the discussion point. So Shriram, what do you mean by many documents? There are a lot of there in order to make a contract signature between two parties. Now, because Even though you like a vendor, doesn't mean directly you can go into certain things. You have to go by procedures. Why we need these procedures? Because there could be a situation if you don't properly analyze and choose the right people, you may end up in trouble. Okay. My God, my power is barking. Hold on. Okay, I think I have to conduct a session today in dark room. From evening, we are getting major problem with the power supply here. Okay, let's keep moving. So now, point here is, I was talking about these documents, right? These are the documents which helps a smooth communication. You can wonder why these guys are doing this, man. You are a company A and company B. Put a signature, give the detail. It would have been like this 100 years back. In between, our game players come into picture. Who is this game players? Do anyone know that? There are some people who live life how to cheat others or how to make others feel bad, cry for lifelong, right? There are some people made for it. Whatever you do good thing, they will fall into that category. Did I spoke to you about Adam Grant book about givers, takers, and matchers? Did I? Do anyone remember that in the classes I would have spoken about it? Givers, takers, and matchers. Some category on that. Okay. There are some people, they hear all the story, all the philosophy, Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran, they hear all the story. But at the end of the day, they'll be only the takers. They want to get everything for them. Let the whole world die. I don't bother. I want it. If I pay you 1 rupee, I want 15 rupees back. Some people are born like that, grown like that, living like that. Okay, they'll read everything, they'll listen to everything, they'll shake their heads, clap the hands, fantastic, but they do the mistake. So now, these are documents brought into picture to arrest some of the problems which may happen in future. Right. So let's learn something about it. First thing is RFI, request for information. First thing, let's understand timing. Occurs during early stages of the procurement. In the beginning stages of procurement, we're going to collect information from many vendors, many sellers. We're going to collect general information of the suppliers. You can see the plural here, suppliers, not suppliers, suppliers, multiple people. Why you have to collect it? You have to check, are they meeting my source selection criteria? I will check who these guys are. Explore the market and learn more about suppliers' capabilities. You also learn about how they can do that. I'll show that again. So now point here is objective is this, timing is this, and deliverables is this. Shriram, is it a one-time collection, maybe multiple time? You want more information, ask for more. Guys, can I give more? I want to know more about you, right? That we do. The next comes the proposal. That is a request for proposal. What is a proposal? You're going to propose, telling that, hey guys, when the seller is going to propose to the buyer, guys, let's do the business. Examine a range of potential solutions. How are you going to do this? Let me know. Give me some more data. What all you will do? How you achieve the milestones? What is the technology you're going to follow? What are the methodologies you will do? What is the track record of this? You give more information. It happens after clarifying all the requirements. If requirements are not clear, RFP cannot happen. You should clearly mention, I have to tell that this is a room of 500 square feet. In 500 square feet, I need a soundproof doors. I need a proper lighting. Even power supply fluctuates. You have to maintain it. So I need some details to be shared to them. Now they can propose, oh, this is what they are super good, man. We're the top in India. We do all these rooms fantastically great. You know, Shriram, you look pathetic in this room. I'll make this room super good for you. So they can do all the stuff. So now vendor comparison in terms of expertise. Look at here, the comparison starts coming here. In terms of expertise, skills, and approach. Shriram, this is an unfair game, man. If you want to tell, you will tell, man, it's an unfair game. You look at here, you're collecting details from everyone, but you are comparing. Who's good, who is bad? That's bad, right? No, it's not a bad. This is the way the business happens. In big companies, every contracting system, they collect the data, they have to evaluate it. It's open, transparent. In fact, we call them for a bidder conference to explain to them in an open hall, hey, this is Shriram, this is ShriLearning, and we have a room which is a 500 square feet, this to be done. We'll have 10 vendors sitting there. People say, raise hands, ask questions. Hey, what is this? How do you want to do that? How do you want to go? They'll ask questions. So you're going to explain to people without bias, and they're going to come back and show you the proposal. This is what we're going to do. You have to choose among that, right? Because you're going to put huge money, man. Your company reputation there. Let's say BMW. I take this example in our classes. BMW want to fix an audio system in their car. There is no sympathy here. And that company is a poor company, a hard working. Let's get one audio system from them, fix in BMW, so their family will be happy. Nothing there. Business is a business. If you want to fix it properly, because somebody is going to pay 45 lakhs for getting a BMW vehicle. I don't want him to suffer with my audio system. It should be perfectly clear. If you want to help, go on a charity, help some other place, not here. Work is work. Perfect, clear. So you want to get the clear details of what all to be done. And who are you? RFI. Then comes RFQ. You can see here $sign. RFQ talks about quotation, the money factor. Now you're going to talk about get the best price for the project at hand. Occurs when the purchaser is committed. Now you get a closer, you feel that, okay, let's do the business. Now you share the quotation. Can somebody tell me in this group, do you think price is an important factor in choosing a vendor, or you will stand only with the quality? What's your thought? When you do an organization, do you think price plays a factor? I believe 95% of people will tell yes, price plays a factor. But again, in some places beyond price, there is something called value, quality that also plays a role. There are buyers who are ready to pay whatever you have, whatever money you ask. The reason is they want high standard. Also, imagine there is a monopoly. There is only one or two company in the market. What do you do? Can you still think of price? Can you think of price? You cannot, right? You have to go and say that, guys, let's go. That's the only vendor in the market. There are a number of products in this world which has only one vendor. You know that? Number of products. Craziest, toughest products are there in the market, which is very crucial for day-to-day life. No other vendor. They'll be the only vendor. So what do? You go for the price. So it's a mix of three docs, makes your procurement document to work. Now, why I have to explain all this stuff to you? I'm putting these points because you should understand in vendor management, choosing people needs source selection criteria. Who's this guys? Following the bullet points. Now, those points will be used when you go for RFI, RFP, RFQ. You understand that combined together, you know who these guys are, and then put into the system. Shriram, as simple it is, only three docs, that's it. I say no, there are a lot more in procurement document, but this is primarily important docs, which you have to follow. Now, Shriram, we are in an agile world. Do we still need this? Contracting exists still in the same format because this is all well-tested and proven format of two companies shaking hands. Here, agile and non-agile will not play any role. Agile and non-agile is on the implementation side. Whereas in a two company has to put a sign on a contract, bring a vendor inside your system, you have to follow the process. Why to follow the process? So that you don't feel bad and get into claims distribution problem, which can happen later. That is part of your procurement chapter. Please read that. Okay, that's good. Where are we? Oof. Hope it is useful. Some info you got that. Right, let's hit some more information. Now, Shriram, you keep on talking about the buyer. That is ShriRam, ShriLearning, you're talking a lot. What about that architect? That guy needs some information, right? He or she is also poor people. They want to know because they're going to do business with you. What you are giving to them. If you ask me, what need to be done to win the work? What all you have to do so that it will be part of our system. We'll have some points shared with them. What are they? First thing, source selection criteria from buyer's perspective. From my perspective, source selection criteria. Procurement SOW. Can somebody tell me what is SOW? What does SOW stands for? What SOW stands for? Statement of work. Here, this is PSOW, procurement SOW, which is nothing but you are subcontracting. I may be in a building for which I would have taken a contract. In this contract, I will give a subcontract to another person, and that is called statement of work. Statement of work is nothing but shows high-level information of what we actually want. Right? We share. Thanks all for the chat window putting the message. Now this goes to SOW, that is on the contracting part with them information. Terms and conditions for the contract. Very, very crucial point. This should be shared with whom? Seller. The architect whom I'm going to involve, this person should get all this information. Why? The reason is tomorrow the seller should not tell, I'm not aware of this. Right? I'm not aware of this. It should be very clearly mentioned. Background information about why the buyer want to work to be done. Why you want this? Can't you do this? BMW is looking for audio system. BMW is $1 billion company. Can't you guys do an audio system? But BMW says that we can, but that's not our core specialty. Also, we cannot do an operation cost, that is maintenance cost. See, once I can do a super audio device, it won't take much time for BMW to come out with a good audio device. But maintenance is a big thing, right? You have to continue maintaining the service, version 1, version 2, version 3. I don't want to get into the business, man. I'm into car assembling. I'm into engine of the car. There my role stops. Rest all spare parts, you guys give me. You are specialist. Tomorrow, any problem, I'll divert to you. You fix it. I'll pay the money for you. But here, I'm not a specialist on the audio. I'm a specialist on engine. Go for it. So here, the background is clear. Why? The seller has to know why you're doing that. Pretty clear. Guidelines and best practices. I like this point. Best practices for preparing a response from seller. I like this point specifically, guidelines and best practice, because many people, vendor, will be new in the market, or your way of approach will be different. Your company as a buyer, ShriLearning, my approach may be different. I may be so transparent, open, talking everything. Sometimes I may be reserved also, not talking anything. So what's a way of doing this? What's the best practice of industry? What's the best practice of ShriLearning? So that you can become an architect here. So you will give all these points to a seller. So seller also have the clarity, right? Okay, so what I did in the last 30 minutes or 40 minutes, what I'm trying to give you here is, in vendor management, in procurement, there are multiple areas to look into. In that, one interesting area is source selection criteria. Nothing but a buyer puts out a list of points which makes them to tell, hey, if you meet these bullet points, you can compete. Again, you can compete. I'm not saying you'll be selected. Bullet points give a rule, you can compete. But based on money, quality, availability, scalability, all factors come into picture, then we'll choose them. Our board of team will choose you through bidder conference. That's what it talks about it. Did you got some info about what is source selection criteria? Anything sparking for you? Right, let's hit some questions. Let me understand from you, anyone here. Anyone recently done procurement part? I'm just unmuting your mic so that let's listen some of you. Anyone here who involved into vendor management, procurement?
Yes, basically, Anand here, Shriram.
Hey, Anand, please go ahead.
So basically, like for our company, it's a trading company. So we procure hardwares, then require specification for the traders items. And generally, like here in Singapore, the market is quite matured. I mean, the way you are mentioning the 3 documents requirement, here the culture is of getting 3 quotations. So we check for multiple vendors. We get 3 different quotations. We specify our requirements. What is the type of hardware we're looking for? What are the set of parameters of hardware it should be, what quality it should be. And based on that, we get 3 quotations. Now, there are different criteria wherein we select the vendor, depending upon if the requirement is very urgent and we want this, we have a deadline to meet. So in that point of time, cost is not a factor for us. So we just see what is the lead time given by each vendors, and we go for that vendor selection. At times, we go for the cost part where we have a higher lead time, and okay, we can wait for a month or so. At that point of time, we go with the cost part, and then we select a vendor. Okay, this vendor is giving us a 1 month lead time. So we go for that vendor. At times, we go for the cost part where we have a higher lead time, and okay, we can wait for a month or so. At that point of time, we go with the cost part, and then we select a vendor. Okay, this vendor is giving us a 1 month lead time. a better price, and we go with that vendor. So these are the things which we do in our client locations.
Makes sense. Really good. Nice to know. Because Singapore, rightly you said, well-matured market. Because they are in the industry for so many years. I think that's a good hub of Asia, which does a lot of business activities.
What I have also seen, like as compared to like Indian market is not so matured as if now. It's only for high level procurement when it happens in bulk of procurement is happening. That time you can see all this document. For example, if I have to do a small renovation in my house, a flooring activity, I can look out for 3 vendors and they will give me a quotation with contract details and everything for every small things. Small procurement also, we get vendors providing these documents, wherein we don't see that in India as if now. Maybe in forward we may see that.
You're right. See, in India, what happened here is we have people without contract also can serve, because a law part is not so stringent here, where you can work without having a work permit. You can work without having a taxing system for you. You can work without having an office for you. Just Sriram can come with some plumbing work and I'll do plumbing work. There are countries who connected the network, like you cannot work without registering with the government, right? And you have to be tightly packed. So they have to follow all this document. You can tell good and bad here. And so some part India is free. You can do business as you like. You don't want to always tie up with the government. Other side, it's bad that your taxing system doesn't come there. So it's a kind of up and down. But again, it's a good matured industry when you see other countries. But here, maturity level is a little low. But when you go to upper and more upper class group of corporates, they do proper agreements. Even a small work without agreement, you can't get inside.
Exactly.
Imagine you want to repair all the printers in your company. Do you think just like they will allow you? Even it may be India or maybe in another country, they don't allow you. They'll tell, man, you have to go to the proper contracting system. You signature it, tell what all things, then you go for it. So that's how it works. Super, well said. I like that, Anand. Thanks a lot. Edwin is putting a question to me here. How can we restrict seller? Seller means other party, to market products which has been outsourced to them from competition perspective, copyright. Okay, what I understand from Edwin is, if I'm giving some subcontract to them, it may get leak out. It may go to the competitor. How do you restrict? I think that's a question it is. For this reason only, we have a lot of rules written down in your docs. You signature that non-disclosure agreement or compliance related. You would have heard about a lot about compliance. If you don't follow, you are liable to be in the court. You have to answer it. You have to pay hefty fine. Your company itself gets zero. They'll pay a 50. It's not that easy. Do you think everything in America, what you get a heavy products are manufactured by them? No, many work goes to China. China does majority of the work of whatever America does, and that also now backstabbing. Whatever Edwin you're asking, it's happening. Okay, so whatever they given there, it's been duplicated. So there's a problem there, but officially no document there, so you can't catch anyone who duplicated it. But point here is, usually there is an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, compliance agreement, which you have to signature when you start the work. And if you come to know that there is a leakage, totally gone, right? That's a trust. It's something like you inviting a maid to your home to do the work. It's an agreement that they may not disclose anything about your family outside or any threat to you. So it's an agreement, right? If so, you disclose, you will discontinue them or make a police complaint because you get your ID cards, you have all the proof of them. So it also happens. They can also complain that you are harassing them. Both of it can happen. Hope you got the Redmi. Fantastic, good. Let's keep moving. Let's touch a couple of questions. So, right. So we are into YouTube. I believe you are on the YouTube channel. You can give your likes, subscriptions for us. So you keep getting a lot of success stories. So we're trying to load every other day, one success story of PMP, one for PMI-ACP. So we are so busy with Agile and PMP now. So PMP has 50% Agile, ACP has 100% Agile. Both are really going good. So anyone here, I would prefer you read well with Agile on PMP for leadership knowledge. Right, with this, we'll get into questions. Read this question carefully and let me know your answer. Okay, all right. Hmm. And now the question is telling you are still discussing the options with your team members. Which technique are you using here? There is an option discussion happening. What option discussion happening here? Let me give a couple of minutes for the people in the YouTube also. During the design phase, you find that a technique required to develop the piston is a bit more advanced level. See, you don't have a technology with you. It's something advanced. Although you can acquire this technology, it is too time consuming. On the other hand, there is a supplier available in the market. Now there is a confusion happening here. Shall we say none of the above? I can't give an answer for it. Or shall we say we are doing a make or buy decision? Whether we can do that or we go outside, it's a kind of conversation is going on, make or buy. Source selection, of course not. Select seller, that's what we are working now, right? I think the answer should go with make or buy analysis. What is make or buy? You look at it. Can we do this or go outside? Many times you take a call. I'll pull out the food habits at home. Food habits at home, usually on Saturday, Sunday, there is a make or buy analysis. Shall we make it or buy it from Zomato? Huh? At least with the COVID nowadays, people are not going to hotels. If not, there was a season, okay, 2-3 years back, as the spending level went high for some class of people in the life city like Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore. It became a habit. Every week you have to go to once to hotel with the family. If you're single, definitely go to some place to drink or have some fun with the family, friends, come back. So it wasn't a habit for a long time, and COVID came and put a break there. Now, point here is this make or buy decision happens at home, whether we can do that or go outside. But here, the ability is evaluated. Can we? Do we have a core knowledge? If you want to obtain that core knowledge, what's the cost for it? Considering this, you go for a make or buy decision. Good shot. Let's go a little more on this area. Good answers for most of you. Try it again. One more question. Chum, 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 chum. Okay. Prospective sellers who have submitted the proposals. I spoke about the proposals, right? One team member supports a certain seller while another team member says, hey, different seller. The project manager should remind them, hey guys, don't fight, there is something here. So what's the answer coming up? Let me see some YouTube people. Guys in YouTube, put in the chat. Let me see what you're trying to say. Right. So now there is a discussion happening with both the party and two set of people. Whom to go, right? So now the manager is concluding that, hey guys, focus on something. What to focus? Source selection criteria. Do you think source selection criteria is helping you to come out of the bias, partial or biased way of, you don't want to sideline with somebody. You can be very stringent, straightforward. Hey, this is a rule book says, just follow. Who created the rule book? Your company people. Based on multiple criteria, you created it over a period of time. That's going to help you. Telling that, hey, this is what we're going to do. Right? That's straightforward. Perfect. Good job. I got most of your right answers. I appreciate that. Today, you guys are so brilliant. One more. Let's try how brilliant we are. Management decides to terminate. Kill it out. So here, if you watch out, you have just started the work on what? On a procurement. When management decides on a procurement, you are just doing that. Decides to terminate the contract. Decides to terminate. What should you do? Stop working and consider the procurement finished. Is it finished right term? I doubt. Complete the control procurement process. Go back to the conduct procurement process. Do you want to conduct now? We're in the closing stage. We need to conduct. I think D is out straight away. It's not finished, right? It's not finished. Is it out? Yeah, this is also out. Now B and D is out. So competition could be between A and C. Let's read the question again. You means a project manager. Just started work on a procurement. Some contracting work you started. When management decides to terminate the contract, when can a contract be terminated? Properly signature document, and that contract work has started. That is a contract you can terminate. You cannot terminate a contract which has not even started. You cannot terminate a contract not even signed. So contract is already there. That's a contract that try to close. If that's the case, go back to the plan procurement management process. Why you have to go back to the plan? I can see some of you going with the A. Contract is there. Contract is happening. Let's say there is a construction work. A contract has been signed. Some, let's say cement supplies from China coming up. Cement supplies from China coming up, and contract is going. Due to government policy, stop, right? Management decides to terminate the contract. Now what do? You want to go back to see the plan, or you want to see the control procurement? Some of you may not know. What do you may not know? In control procurement, you have a process of closing out. Even in the contract, even if the contract is terminated before completion, the procurement needs to be closed out. Spend little time when you read the procurement chapter in Rita or PMBOK 6th edition, you can see that control procurement is nothing but it monitors how the procurement contracts are going, good or bad. If it is not going well, something to be done, you will close procurement. Close procurement is part of control procurement. Okay, so maybe some of you not read it, it'll be like, oh man, I didn't see this. The results of the procurement and its documentation are archived for historical record. Later I can see why this happened. But keep in mind, anything with a vendor, it should be officially properly closed, signatured. Just like that, you cannot close. Okay, I have closed happily. That guy will keep it open. 5 years later, come back, put in a court. You have not properly closed. You have to pay me $7 million. What? Yes, it is. Because a contract says every year you have to pay. 7 years, you pay me this much of money. So you have to properly close it, get it signature out. Okay. I think it's a slightly tough question for some of you. I can see some different answers today. Okay, hope that went well for you, right? Good. Quickly, I have to show this because tomorrow we have a PMP classes are starting. Excited, new batch. Anyone here from new batch sitting in this class today? Ooh. So tomorrow we have PMP new, ACP new batch starting. I think this is after a long time. I'm going to have 2 batches starting on the same day, which is going to take a lot of energy. At the same time, a lot of new faces, a lot of excitement. So it's going to happen in the morning ACP, in the evening PMP. More excited. Okay, nice to have this, and I'm enjoying this journey. Going to have a lot of learning with people. Of late, I'm seeing that people are so excited about management, which I have not seen a few years back. Maybe I don't have a platform those days, but nowadays I'm seeing people with a minimal experience in a corporate, they talk a lot about professional management. There are people who talk a lot about agility very well. Different industry. I want to thank PMP for that. PMP made it sure you learn agile. Needed agile. Good. Somebody couldn't mute the mic. Okay. So point is something like necessity is very high, and good to meet you all tomorrow. Okay, that's pretty much from my side today. We talk about source selection criteria. Quick recap. So source selection criteria is a part of procurement. Procurement is a vendor management. We saw some examples about vendor as part and parcel of a day-to-day life. But what we're talking here is about the project in the company. It could be of a software, infrastructure, machinery, automobile, construction, a doctor. You'll bring a lot of projects happening around. Now, how you give a portion of work to somebody, they complete and give it back, or somebody comes to your premises and do the work. or portion of the work they do and give it back, or kind of vice versa. So point here is a subcontracting or a full contracting. But doing this, how you choose them, how you choose is the biggest question, because we want to know how these people are. So you look out for a source selection criteria. And also we understood something about RFI, RFP, RFQ. RFI talks about information, RFP talks about proposal from them, and Q talks about quotation. There are a lot more documents. These three are very important. If you know this alone, tomorrow when you go for an interview, somebody asks you, do you know about management? You can tell, yes, I know management. I even know how to do procurement part. I know some portion of this. They'll be happy, fine. You may not do that, but you'll be top of that, facilitating this kind of programs. That goes. Great. Once again, thanks a lot for everyone for participating. Friday is a great day. I know we're supposed to complete by 9:30. If I started by 8:30, today I have some project calls, so a little delay. Thanks for accommodating this delay. Good wishes. And people in south part of India, heavy rains are there. Take good care. And because this is a time, a lot of viral spread will be there. Be watchful. Take good care, especially the little one and elderly people. You will survive. You are healthy. You should take care of elderly people and little one around you, right? Good. Keep continuing. Next week, we'll meet with another different topic. We'll talk a lot about that. I'm trying to choose a small topic and try to go a little deep there and explain, because in the classes, we talk a lot. Sometimes we talk too much in the class. We miss to sometimes find out these is small points. So I'm trying to pull out small topics, talk about it, and have a regular connection with you. So thanks a lot for everyone being here, and stay in touch. We'll meet on next Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shriram.
Thank you, Shriram.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Shriram.
sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shriram, for the wonderful session. Thank you.
Great, man.